Alright, welcome back. This is Castrum Demonica Madness, which is a bit of an interesting one. This footage is actually very old. I recorded this many months ago, I think. Yeah, actually would have been towards the end of last year, so at this point, like, close to 4 months ago, though, so I don't remember too much about this, but I know I was just looking up the name of the quest, but yeah. I believe this is the first one where I'm actually using my luster. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. There's a decent chance I'm wrong. Or, I think I was in the last one, but you didn't see it because I was flying around the AIS, so who cares? But yeah, this is sort of an interesting little thing. So Buster Quests are a thing they added in Episode 5. This is from Episode 5, didn't know. And essentially they sort of consist of a number of attack and defense phases where you collect points which you can use to do stuff. You can summon turrets and whatnot. And the idea is you have to protect these various towers from the waves of monsters. And when they're done attacking, you escort your little Buster Rams up to that big wall up there. Eventually you can use it to destroy Castrum Demonica, who is the big evil laser shooting robot castle up there. And so, people got together to do this. Kind of fun. There's Gemini, I forget his name. Yeah, but I already got Fairy Zyra. I'm actually currently working on a translation for the Omegan language because I got the whatchamacallit, the translation booklet recently. So that's on the docket. It's slow going though because involved with lots of reading tiny Japanese letters and then trying to figure out which one they are. But yeah, it's basically a defense mission, kind of. It's a bit more complicated than that. Which I actually have another defense mission coming up kind of soon, which is mining defense from PSO2. I actually very recently got an S rank on the level 40 version of that because I've actually been putting a lot more time into New Genesis now that my computer is back. Oh yeah, let me explain that. By the way, my computer got completely screwed. Well, it's still a little bit funky, but the point is it was basically just shutting itself off randomly, and I was like, all right, I really don't want to mess with it now, so you know, we're gonna chill it with the games for a bit. So now it seems to be back to mostly working order, so you know, it's well enough. It doesn't appear to be just shutting itself off at very inopportune times, and it might do it a bit when I start up, but for the most part, it appears to be fine. It's not like doing it every 3 minutes or so. You know, we're not at that level. So, hopefully things should be settling back into the regular form. The next video is actually going to be very, very short because, so one of the quests I really wanted to do back when I was hardcore grinding the base game, which there's a part of me that wishes the updates for New Genesis would slow down again so I can go back, everyone goes back to the base game, I can keep grinding that again. But the other part of me knows it really is time for New Genesis is how to be able to stand on its own feet without having all of us old hats around, just nostalgic for the base game, but man. There's no really replacing this, is there? It's never going to be the same. For better or worse, it's never going to be the same. I'm actually getting a few. I've been picking up the original soundtrack, and hopefully, a review is in the works. I mean, maybe eventually, maybe one day. If I ever get around to it, it will be in the works. So, you know, look forward to that sometime for the return of Christ. But yeah, right now we're in the ram phase. We're just escorting the rams up to the main gates, and once they get close enough, they'll blow up. Again, to make sure they don't die. So, it's time to kill stuff, you know. So, you know, it's a fun quest. It's a bit kind of repetitive. Once you do it like once, you kind of seen it all, you know. But yeah, what else was I gonna say? That's sort of why I've been gone. Oh yeah, I was talking about what the next quest was going to be. Right, so the next quest was... Next video, sorry. Not next quest, although... I guess it is kind of the next quest. It was going to be a Megatsu fight, because I ended up getting his ticket from a random... you could buy it in, like, some shop a while back, but... I forgot the shop. The treasure shop? I think it's the treasure shop. That's what it's called. But they came up there randomly. They were selling it, and I was like, oh, that's neat. I want to pick that up because I've never done that one before. So I ended up getting a group together. It took like 40 minutes to get this group together. Toughest thing I've ever done. But I managed to finally get it together. We all piled into the room. We're all ready to fight Megatsu. And he dies in like 3 minutes. It was so anticlimactic. We just murdered him in such a short amount of time, and I was like, well, that happened, I guess. Well, at least I got to experience it, kind of, even though it was only like... It wasn't worth it. Well, I guess I get a video out of it and a fun story. So, you know what? I don't regret it one bit. You know? No point in doing anything about it now. It was months ago. So, you know, it was a fun little experience. So, I shall look back on it fondly, let's say. But, yeah, so this one goes back and forth a bit. It's not quite like the regular Buster quests. They're more like... They don't tend to be this long. This one's sort of a expanded version, more dynamics than ever. But, you know, it serves its purpose. It does what it needs to do. Well, the base one does. I guess this one does even more. Probably why I like it a little more as well. Because, let's just say that doing those Buster quests for the story mode was... After, like, the third one, it got a bit tedious. So, you know. I still... Yeah, like I said, there is a small part of me that kind of wants Genesis to go a bit dead again, so people come back and do more stuff in the base game. Because right now it's just like a bunch of like the ultra tryhards. Because there's a bunch of stuff I still haven't done. I haven't gotten the max depths for Saddam and the other guy, Omega Masquerader. And I also haven't done I Get Twisted with Hatred yet, and I really want to but the main reason I haven't done this is because it involves a whole bunch of augmenting and especially in the base game. The augmenting was garbage. Like, there's one thing I am very, very glad that New Genesis did is that it made augmenting 1,000 times easier. It used to be so bad. It was just awful to do. And now it's great. Now it's just wonderful. It's wonderful. It's so easy, so convenient. Well, especially compared to the base game, it's still a bit of a mess. But nowadays, we have it so good. But you know, back in my day, old man yells at cloud. Back in my day, it was awful, and I literally had to get someone else to walk it through with me step by step, and I learned basically nothing from that. So that should tell you what it was like, in case you haven't experienced it yourself. I mean, whatever. It's all in the past now. But yeah, I've been grinding New Genesis pretty hard. I've been having my fun. You know. All right, so now we've brought the water wall down. Time I get to run up and fight Mr. Castrum Demonica himself, the big castle man in the sky. Gonna slice and dice quick. Oh man, Luster was so broken. Luster was just broken. It was so much fun though. Like I loved playing it, but it was so broken. It had like everything. It had all the mobility. It had all the damage. Like, it had everything you could possibly want. It had. So while I am sort of sad to see it go. Oh yeah, now he's getting his big rocket his big cannon arms out. So now we gotta go... We gotta go more defense. Oh yeah, there's this guy. That's Darkfall's Elder's sort of mini form, which is... I have bad memories of that when I was trying to do Mining Defense 4, I think. Yeah, 4 from the base game. He was the end of a lot of ultra hard runs, let's just say. He ended many an ultra hard run. I think I did end up getting past it, but it was like with a C. Like one tower barely alive. Seriously, that thing was so hard. Ridiculously hard. Even without, like... Even with everyone being stupid and not knowing what to do all the time, it was still insanely hard. Oh yeah, there we go. So lasering him down. Kind of. I think I ended up firing like half of it into this guy, but... Hey, I did something. I did something, you know? Probably. So, yeah. This is sort of... We're sort of getting towards the end of it. A bit. Towards the end of it. Well, we're always getting towards the end of it. Excuse my rambling. But, yeah, this is... This is bringing back so many memories of just hours a day grinding this game, especially during, I think during the fall and the winter. Especially I was, well, not all the winter, like only like not really any of the winter, because right around early December, mid-December was when Redem came out, and after that I haven't really been back to base game. I've been back like every now and then, but not seriously, not for a while. So, I'm sort of hoping, yeah, again, like I said, a small part of me hopes I get to do that again, because, oh man, I am feeling the nostalgia hard. It was at a slow boil earlier on in the video, but I'm reaching peak nostalgia angst now. But yeah, there's a new update coming out, like, from the recording of this video, a couple days? Yeah, 2 or 3 days from when I'm recording this. And after that, there'll be a whole bunch of class balance changes, so hopefully combat will be less sucky for me, because I've been stuck using my bow, which is, while kind of cool for a bit, it gets very tedious very quickly. So, you know, I'm gonna be glad. I'm gonna have my mobility again. Cross my fingers. Hope to die. So I'll have my mobility again. And it's all gonna be great. And if not, well, I always have my broken luster that I can go back to. Hopefully. I think it'll be a pretty good update. I think there'll be at least a couple classes that I'll end up liking, even if it isn't my braver. But, you know, hopefully things will work out for the best. Hopefully. You never know. But hopefully. He said. Alright, so we've destroyed all the towers on the side. And then we're just gonna slowly work down these big old walls. And now we fight him properly. So, there we go. Here's Castrum Demonica. I forget which version he is. There's like 4 different versions of him, and I can't see it here, but some version of one of the 5 different versions of Castrum Demonica. And so, once we blow up his arms, and once he stops shooting lasers at us, we basically run up and then whack his head, and then he dies. That's pretty much how this goes. Yeah, pretty much. So now he falls over, and that's the end of the video, pretty much. Not much more to say. Yeah. So, hope you had a good time. Hopefully, my explanation as to why I was gone has sated you. Hi, Guano. If you're on Chip 4, you'll know who that is, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have. All there is to say for me. Yeah, I will see you next time.